Kia ora guys, Germander here. I would like to talk to you about the next quality of life of updates that we should see for the game. So the next steps to make this game Subarashi. So the first one I want to talk about is some sort of visual level 10 links upgrade. So as we've seen in the picture, I've done a very subpar edit of making it a gold trim for level 10 links. This will give some incentive for some people. I'm not saying that there will be many people that will do this, but it will give them some incentive because it makes something about their card look better. This means that if we're running through stages like a robot, which does happen if you're doing links, when you're doing stage 23-8, you do stop paying attention and you may just keep using the same unit even though you want to start farming up all other links. And it's mostly for idiots like myself, even if after they get the level 10 links and they are trying to level up characters. I used Self, I think, for 3 days worth of stamina after I got him to max level links, and this would give us a visual. This would show us that the unit is done. We no longer need to work on this unit, and it would make it a lot easier to progress slightly quicker if you are stupid like I am. So the next one is show us which fights level up link. Okay, so yes, we get it. It is RNG. But the second we click on that stage, it's already predetermined, which means that we actually lose nothing if we already know. So we can still miss it. That can happen because we may not get the right roll of the numbers. And this could also split it up. So the small visual to see which fights level up links could be a different color. So it's currently red, could be green, could be blue, it could be literally any color. But if we see that small thing, we can actually aim for it. And what this means is that we will have to have a look at the whole stage, see which fights we want to aim for. And what this will also do, this will also save a lot of time. Instead of going through the path of the most resistance, hitting absolutely every single fight we can, if we click on it and there's 2 fights that have it, we know that we only need to fight twice. This will save us a lot of time. It'll make it a little bit easier to deal with, but mostly because it is RNG, and it has already been predetermined. Like, it's like when we summon. If we summon and we don't see any good animation, what we almost always do is we click through it as fast as we can to get to the end. This is basically the same thing. It will just let us see what to aim for, and it'll just make life a little bit easier. There will be times where we click on it and absolutely none of them do level up links. But if that happens, what we can do is we can just quickly move to the end, dodging all the fights, and we still get the XP, but we don't have to worry about dealing with that. So we do need more quest stages. So I believe that we need a minimum of 3 stages. These should have a higher stamina cost. So instead of 23, we can go up to 25, potentially 30. This will increase the link level percentage of procting. I believe that we should have one that works on Cybermen, one that works on Freezer Soldiers, and one that works on Cell Juniors. So the reason for this is the King Kai missions, because I know a lot of people won't have done these yet, and it would make it a bit easier just to see which ones that we can do. These would be giving more XP, which means that we will be able to rank up slightly faster. They will give us more fights, so I would say that 6 to 10 fights in a shorter map would be better, with higher chance to get smaller numbers. So instead of being able to get really like the 5 or the 6, we'll be able to get 1 to 4 more frequently, and we get a guaranteed launch or peel off. So this will also help for people that have to farm up incredible gems, especially on global if you have not got the AGL cooler and you are aiming to do the LR Goku Prime Battle easy air. So that would be very helpful, and there's also a lot of free stones. So even if we get a minimum of 3 stages, so this means we go to 28-3, you'll still get 9 stones from it, which is okay. But realistically we should get more. But I know that they haven't added to it for a long time. I just think that this particular quality of life update will be helpful for those who want to level up links but don't want to just continuously spend stones. This would work out well for everyone, and this would work out well for those who want to complete all of the King Kai missions, because getting to all of those Freezer soldiers and Cell Juniors is kind of a pain if we don't have stages that actually have them that we are going to be using. Because I can't remember the last time I saw a Freezer soldier or a Cell Junior in Quest. I completed that basically around the same time as LR Vegito Blue first came out on global, so I don't know which is which. But I think that this would be good for all players, besides those who have hit rank 999. But the people that have hit that rank, they would do it because you get more fights, and you also get a higher percentage for link levels. So that will be good all around, in my opinion. So an equipment quality of life idea. This, to note, this is not my idea. The source is on Reddit. I could not find it. I actually spent majority of yesterday trying to find it, but I unfortunately couldn't. If someone manages to find it, I will pin their comment, because I believe that the source should be pinned because it's their idea, and they deserve to get recognition for their idea. I'm sorry that I could not find it, but hopefully I can after this, or someone else can find it for me. If they do, that would be amazing. So for this idea, it's an equipment update where you can fuse 2 pieces together. So level 1 plus level 1 equals a level 2 piece of equipment. Level 2 plus level 2 equals a level 3 piece of equipment. And we go all the way up to level 5. I believe someone in the comments to their post said it would take a total of 32 pieces to go from level 1 to level 5. The benefits of this, it means that level 1 equipment is not useless. It means that what we can do is we can start fusing them together to get them better. I still think that they will be capped at the max for that type, for that level of equipment. So if it's bronze and it's crit for physical units, it should be capped at level 2, etc, etc. That's the only one that I can think of right now, sorry. But that would mean that we'd be able to get better equipment, and when we open a box of chain battle box using the chain battle currency, we may not get just a whole bunch of level 1s go, oh, that's a waste, because that sucks. But this way, even if it goes like that, it means that we can still make it better and get better equipment. It's still RNG based, because it may take us 5 or 6 chain battles to get that final piece to level it up, but it would still be worth it in the long run. And finally, the friend system update. So the most ideal is the Trident version, and shout out to Hydros Plays for that on Twitter. The least ideal is all leaders, no dupes. So when we say Trident is a not exactly, it's basically a version that is fan made. It is a ghost type update. I'm not exactly sure, but what it does for the friend system in particular is it gives you a mirror copy of your current leader. So let's say you've got a Rainbow LRUI Goku as your leader. Your friend lead will be a Rainbow LRUI Goku. It is a mirror copy of the dupes that you have on it. I believe the equipment that you have on it, that's I believe, and the hidden potential options that you can choose. I believe it has all of that. Now, the biggest reason why I believe that the friend system needs to be updated is because the friend system has changed. The friend leader is not as important as it used to be. As of right now, I believe that what my friends choose for chain battle is more important than what they have as their friend leader. I have gotten rid of friends on my friends list that have very, very good leads. I know because I've seen their names many times while getting out friends that have stopped playing, and they tend to have a lot of the better ones. So I'd say that more late game players value what you have for your chain battle supporters than what you have for your friend leaders, because most people are either going to be running the new Dokkan Fest or a mixture of LR Goku, LR Gohan, physical Broly. Those are the main ones that I see. I'm trying to think of any other one that pops off the top of my head, but not really. The big thing about the AoE characters now is that they are very useful for the link grinding. And I know that people say that we should have the friend leader, we can level up their links, but the biggest problem with that I can see is that they'll be very hard to keep on the database. I'd say that would expand the game by a huge percentage, just because what's happening on someone. So I live in Australia. The fact that someone in America could potentially level up my character is kind of difficult. And what happens if two people level up the same like at the same time? I don't think that's likely, but that is potential to happen. What would happen to that link? So I think that there's a lot of things going on there, and I don't know exactly how we will deal with it. And the least ideal is variety. So basically, all category leaders, no dupes, 55%. So every single leader that you can category, or main category leader I should say, so all Dokkan Fest leaders should be there, could be there. This will mean that no matter what team I want to use, I can use them. This team will, because it's from the game, we will get no friend points, but at this point, most people no longer use friend points. Like I do one single a day just to get the equipment because it's free, and at some point I may need it. I can't see it happening anytime soon, but at some point I probably may need it. But these are the quality of life updates that I would like to see. I don't know if they will come, but I think that it'd be nice to see some of these come. I'd say that the friend system one is quite possibly the biggest problem, because it's the one that's been going on the longest. But I would like to see something done about the rest of them. It's small things that would have a huge improvement in the quality of life for a lot of people. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much if you made it this far. Ka kite, Joe Manda out.